What's going on? What's going on? This is another episode of Just Ask One Live. We're gonna be talking Devin Haney versus Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. What is the stall with over what's going on? What's the why the negotiation stalled out? I think it's obviously the negotiation stalling out because of uh both guys trying to become an A side again. I think at this point in their careers, they're both A sides. I think they both have critical wins and very major wins on their resumes for both of them to be claiming A side. So I think it's a matter of them being divas. Obviously, I am a very much a big Shakur Stevenson fan. I'm very noted in saying that I think he beats everybody in and around his weight class. But he has to prove it. You got to prove it. At this point, you have to prove it. I think when we talk about talent wise and having dudes that are very very talented in the sport of boxing, I think he's one of them. I think he's definitely one of them. He's got to be uh, top, you know, 3 4 fighters in skill set wise, where I feel like he can be there. I think pound for pound, he's there with a lot of those dudes. Same thing with Devin. I think Devin is very very exciting. I think Devin also has a lot of the nuts, the way that Marky says that you gotta take a win to get a win. I think he's um always prepared and always very very well trained to come and get a win. I think when people have a conversation with me about Devin, I always say he's always there to win. He always finds a way to win. Um, the guy is very, very dangerous. I think he's also very, very, very good at the motion that he learns how to fight. That he knows how to fight. He knows how to stay out of trouble for the most part. I think he's just he's one of those dudes that I feel like when people say he is oh, hold on. My guy Marky Dan, what's going on, big dog?
Yeah, what's up? You can hear me?
Yeah, okay, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My bad if you hear some music. I'm not out in the open right now. But what's up?
Not much, man. We're talking Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. Why the why the negotiations stalled out? So what now? What's the path these guys take now?
Um,
Oh shoot.
I'm at the
My boy is
yeah,
outside.
sir. Look at that beautiful ocean. Y'all don't get that
I see it.
up there in New England. You gotta come back to your roots, Juan. You're an island boy. That's your descendants. But let me say this though. I never expected it to go through anyway, and it's a lot of people that said the same things. I don't believe Shakur Stevenson has the nuts to fight Devin Haney. Plain out.
Okay.
Devin Haney
All right.
shown me time and time again he has the nuts to step up to challenges. Which one of these two fighters in this equation has shown they do not have the nuts?
Okay.
There
Oh,
you
so
go.
why do you feel
Simple as
why do
that.
you feel like if what do you feel that this is on Shakur's fault? I think there's been times where Devin, yes, he has come through, and which is not Devin's fault. I feel like it's never Devin's fault. I feel like his dad also talks him out of certain fights. So why do you think it's always just Shakur's the way you put it nuts for him to not take this fight?
Well, we've seen a lot of different situations where Shakur prices himself out of fights. We've seen situations with Tank Davis where they were in talks and he didn't want to accept a one fight deal. That talked his way out of the fight.
Right,
So it's just a lot of situations. I mean, this is Shakur's MO. He don't take the toughest fights.
right,
Respectfully.
right.
He'll go
Okay,
after a
no, I respect it.
Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? He'll go after a old
Right,
Lomachenko, but he won't step to
right.
if that's oh, it's windy as hell out here.
Stuff.
But yeah, that's just
So
a
so
simple
what's
fact.
the next what's the next moves for these guys? What do you think is the next moves for these guys?
Shakur need to stay his itty bitty ass down at 140. He doesn't have the nuts to fight at 147. at those guys' weight class. He's trying to drag dudes down to catch weights and put rehydration clauses on them. So just do that.
Okay.
I don't see why it's that simple. I mean, you got um Dalton Smith. Well, rather Puyo Dalton Smith fight. That's out right now, right? Because Dalton Smith got hurt.
No, it's yeah. Don Smith is hurt currently, so they
That's what
don't
I'm
know when
saying. So
he's
go
coming
ahead,
back.
take Puyo. Puyo, to me, Puyo is probably number two behind Shakur in terms of best fighters at the division. Because
So you know,
Puyo beat Gary Antoine Russell. Puyo beat Sandor Martin. And in my
right?
opinion, he got robbed against Matias. Like he was putting hands
Salute
on
to Angie
Matias.
Baby. Yeah, no. So what I say is this, right? What I say is this. How would you how would you rank
How you
that
doing before?
140 class right now?
Like good. Yeah, let us see this play. My bad, Juan. Go ahead.
I say, well, how would you rank that 140 class right now? Like, how would you have the rankings on that class right now? You hear me? I don't know if you hear me, but yeah,
Give me one second. Give me
Marky's
one sec.
good. Good, good thing. Marky just said what he said. You know what I'm saying, and I understand why he said it. You know what I'm saying. There is been moments in Shakur Stevenson's career where he has stalled himself out or even played himself out of fights. The Devin Haney fight at 135. I believe the fight at in 135 also with Tank. I think they said he stalled himself out. So there is moments and stuff like that where he has a lot of what is going on moments. Um,
Yeah, a lot of
that doesn't
a lot of nutless moments.
again, Marky.
Call it
This
like it
is
is,
this
Juan.
is
Call it like it
it
is.
is it, no it is it is it very much is. But I feel like when people talk about Shakur, you know what I'm saying, you gotta kind of take it with a grain of salt because again, like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, he'll fight you. Yeah, he'll fight you, but it'd be like either you gotta play it by his rules or he won't fight. Um, a lot of times too, I feel like people always underestimate the thing of this is a business. So if they don't make business sense for both of them, they're not gonna take the fight. So what I asked you just now was what? How do you have the rankings right now? Like for 140, how do you see that right now at that weight class?
I got Shakur one, Puyo two. I say Gary Antoine three, Dalton Smith four. Um,
Okay,
I'm trying to think. Kitchens left the division. I don't know. I probably had a dude that just
right.
fought Colazo. I'd probably put him at number or not even not even you know what? I'll put Pitbull Cruz. No, not Pitbull Cruz. Ryo. I'll put Ryo number five because he outclassed Pitbull Cruz.
Okay, okay. So
So
don't
that'd be
no
my five.
no. Okay, so that you won't have no Daltons. Who wait, hold on. Repeat your five. I'm sorry, my fault.
I think I said Dalton Smith. I think I put Dalton Smith number four.
Number four. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you have Puyo above Dalton Smith, even though Smith is the champion in the division.
Yeah, because Puyo got robbed. You
Okay.
got to remember
No,
that.
no, I feel it.
And think about the head. Think about the scalps that Puyo's taking.
Right. Right.
Gary
No, I feel.
Antoine Russell, current champion. Sandor
Right.
Martin, a guy who, on a lot of nights, people think could be champion. People thought he beat To. People thought um he retired Mikey Garcia. So that's another good name. After oh yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's another good name. And then Matias, I thought he clearly put hands and feet on Matias.
You think he clearly put hands on Matias?
Yes,
Okay.
I
That's
thought it was
yeah,
an
no.
8-4 type
Again,
of
I
fight.
I, I
And
thought the same.
yeah, and
I
remember
thought the
he had
same thing. I
Matias
really thought the
first.
same thing. So I'm not gonna argue with it. Yeah. Yeah.
And
So what about Devin Haney? Where does he go on from here now? Where do you see him? Because this is not how you say it. He did this with Rolly with the negotiations on the Twitter and on the social media and stuff like that, and it kind of stalled out. Where we just had the Errol Spence interview with Andre Ward talking about how PBC conducts business. They don't do multi-fight contracts. They do fight by fight deals where you can make the most money in your career? Where do you go from there if you're Devin Haney? If you're not gonna take this Rolly fight,
I think, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know if it was like, I don't think they offered him like $0 guaranteed. I don't believe that. I think it was probably like way, like probably maybe. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Hold on a second, one. I'm gonna be right back.
do they? So, what for the people that don't know what we talk about? There is a well-known, fact that PBC doesn't give amazing deals for the first fight. Obviously, Devin Haney, if he was to fight Rolly Romero at 147 pounds, they would obviously give Rolly Romero the lion's share of the thing because Rolly's been at the weight. And also he also is a champion himself. Um, in a weird way, they would say Broly would be the A side. I don't agree with that. I think that him being the A side of any type of fight at 147 would probably be the one of the non unknown champions. Um,
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all whatsoever.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So go ahead,
but
Marty.
listen, is Rolly have an opponent?
We don't know. We don't know. He's one moment saying he's retired. There's another moment that's saying that he might have a fight coming up in the summer. So we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, Dev, at the end of the day, like I was just saying, I don't think they offered him $0 guaranteed. Like people keep saying there was no guaranteed money. I don't believe that. It might have been in the hundreds of thousands, or it might have been under $2 million. You know what I'm saying? I think he should just suck it up and do it. Like at
I
this
mean,
point, I
again,
mean, making bread is better than making no bread and then sitting out the ring for multiple months. Unless he's looking at it like Rolly is a high risk, low reward type of
right?
situation where I get, okay, I get it from that perspective, but I think Dev is going like 10-2 Rolly. Just being
Yeah,
honest.
and this is my biggest thing. I feel like PBC, as much as like they be like PBC be on the how you say it, protection program for a lot of these fighters. I don't think that's what it is. I think these guys, the PBC, especially PBC, they want to get their fighters paid as much as possible. So obviously you seen. Did you watch the Errol Spence interview or no?
Yeah, I watched a piece of it. I watched the piece where he was talking about the training camp.
Okay, so there was another part of it where he was talking about the Crawford fight and how that came together and how much money they both actually made. Um, so I don't know if you knew the split percentage of what they both made or something like that. It was like 55-45, I think, going Spence's way, I believe it like that. But the fight, revenued a lot of money and stuff like that. So obviously, Crawford made a pretty penny just to fight
Yeah,
Spence as
absolutely.
a B side. Yeah. Um, I wouldn't think that PBC would do that to Devin. I think Devin, obviously, because of the name recognition of he has and stuff like that, and the track record, obviously, they wouldn't say. I wouldn't say he was. How do you say it? Lowballed. I would say if the thing would be, him getting, let's say, 45% of a percentage of all everything that's there. You know what I'm saying? That's you're looking at pretty much a $10 million deal. The case may have been. I don't know what's the case maybe. So if you're Devin, right? Because I think the most money he's made what is $10 million, right? With Lomachenko or something
12,
like that.
12. No, it was
Yeah,
12
12.
with it was 12 with Brian Norman
Right.
and the Big Apple card.
Okay, so $12 million. So if you're making $10 million to fight Rolly, right? And you come back and you fight, let's say Ryan, and they make it into a, let's say, a super fight. What's guaranteeing you that you don't have a super fight right there again against Ryan? But it's a grudge match. It's a thing. They're not look. He's not looking at it as as a fighter. He's looking at it as a promoter, which I get. I understand. You know what I'm saying? You are your own promotion now at this point, but he's not looking at it as in let's make this money now so I can make further much more money in the back end when he does fight Ryan again. So I don't know. I think they either they stalling themselves out or they're just demanding so much where it's like, all right, bro, like you're demanding too much. You just got to this weight.
I think it could be a little bit of all of that. I think he could be in his mind feeling like I'm a $10 million man. I should be making $10 million every fight, or I should at the very least. I mean, again, this is speculation. I don't know because I'm not in his team. Maybe he feels like at the very least I should be making $6 million. What I made against Regis Prograis.
Right.
So it could be that. Um, Matter of fact, it's probably that. It's more than probably that. I just think I just don't know, man. Like Dev, he need to make a move. He needs to make a decision. And the Ryan Garcia fight is not going to be there for you probably earliest until next year.
Right.
And
If I
that's
already fighting
going to be
Connor.
the yeah, that's going to be the huge money fight. And imagine if you had three belts on the line for that fight. It'd be
Right.
huge.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't
Or
get it
even better,
personally.
undisputed. Or even better, undisputed if Ryan was to fight one of the other dudes. But
Yeah, if he were to fight the
I
winner
don't
of Paro
I,
versus um what's the name of that dude?
Crocker.
Crocker,
I
yeah, Lewis Crocker.
apologize. I apologize, everybody. They're fighting next week. Um, yeah, they are actually fighting next week. It's the 24th. So obviously we all know that the state of the whole welterweight division. So where do you think dudes like Keyshawn Davis and obviously Brian Noman fit in this equation? Where do you think these guys go from there? Waiting for Devin Rowley to make a decision. What are you thinking?
Towards each other. That's been the
Towards each other?
conversation, Juan.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. See,
Yeah, I think those two are
I
gonna
don't be in
fight.
the, I don't be in the jiggy. I don't be in the jiggy. I be all in the jiggy notion. I don't be in the news reports and stuff like that. Like that. That's crazy. That's a good fight. How do you see that going?
I got Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn will outbox him.
You think Keyshawn outboxes him? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not. I'm not mad at that. No, definitely not mad at that.
You know what I'm saying? But I also want to see Rohan Polanco get in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Tiger Johnson get in the mix. I don't know
I
what
want to see
Top
them
Rank is
fight
doing
each
with
other.
them guys.
I want to see them fight each other. Honestly, that's honestly gonna be my next live. Is the why the hell them two have not fought yet? That's the fight I want to see.
Well, I know Tiger Johnson is recovering after the vicious beating he took. I know he recovering, but Rohan Polanco, and then I think I saw Rohan Polanco actually coaching somebody, being somebody's second.
Yeah, I think so. I think his boy he got a homeboy he's from Mass too. He trains out of Mass and stuff like that. But they all boys and stuff like that, so they all help each other and stuff. Like Hector got a whole like firehouse over there and stuff like that he bought, and he made it
Damn.
into a huge gym and stuff. Like I gotta go over there. I just been busy. I literally like the gym is literally not even like 2 minutes away from where my son is staying at. So it's like I gotta go over there. I just plainly had the time. Really don't.
Well, you got a new clone, so it's understandable.
Yeah. Um. But we have we have a lot of good fights at this weight, man. I don't know, man. These guys are just avoiding fighting each other or fighting the good fight. So it's just I don't know. I feel like boxing is it's an interesting area, but it's just these dudes
I don't think
they
so.
don't
I
want to
think it's
fight.
the same old, same old.
Yeah, I don't know. They just don't want to fight. So you think? I heard something interesting the other day on Three's Live. You think that boxing does definitely need Tank back? You think that's a thing?
Um, yeah. I never wanted to admit that, but I think so. I mean, you know, like boxing just can't compete with MMA in terms of like the weekly big matchups. Like this,
Right.
we just had the White House card last weekend. Now we got Manil Cop taking on another big time top contender for the number one ranking for the number one contender ranking in the flyweight division. And that's a
Yep.
weekly
That's a fact.
thing. Yeah, and the whole card is full of consequential fights. Whereas in boxing,
It's super stacked. The card is stacked.
it's yeah.
Um, so
Whereas
Manuka
in
Cop is
boxing,
obviously one of. It's he's a
go,
featherweight, right? Cop is a
yeah,
featherweight, right?
yeah, he
So
trains at
he's one of those up and
AKA.
coming featherweights. Yeah.
Yep, he trains with DC
Then you got
and
also.
with mm-hmm. What you saying?
Yeah. So you got we gotta see what's gonna go on with this thing with Tank, man. I don't think boxing is. I think boxing is in a good place right now as it is. I just think these guys gotta all fight each other. I don't know if you've seen these dudes are in the profession for years,
How
something
many
like that.
years have you been saying that one? How many years have you said those exact
The,
words when it comes to
these dudes gotta
boxing?
fight each other.
Man, boxing,
Yeah,
we got
these
a lot
dudes,
of great
and it's
fighters, but
sad.
they just need to fight each other.
It's sad because I say it all the time. I feel like I repeat myself every year. Like this is gonna be a good year. Like this year, it started off on fire. For some weird reason, it started off on fire. Like we got the Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo fight. I think we got Yard and David early this year. Then we got was it Jai versus I forgot who he fought. He fought somebody.
Brandon
Jai, I
Glenn.
think it was Jai and Breeders, and then he fought, and then Devin fought
Listen,
homeboy. It,
the best year in boxing was that year when Monster Inoue and Fulton fought. I think that was 2023. It was the same year, and it
yeah,
was the
because
same week as Bud Crawford versus Spence. I remember that year from around
it was the week after.
February time all the way till around September, October time. It was weekend after weekend of great fights. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what happened. Like boxing just really got it right that year.
yeah. I don't know.
Now
I think
we just falling off. Like,
yeah, because
and
that was all the same
that's
year
not to
as
say we don't have great fights on. We had Fabio Wardley Dubois. We had Junto versus Inoue.
Ward.
And and
We got David versus Yard. We got Norman
no,
versus
that was
Haney.
last
We
year, but
got
we had David versus Zerto. That was just recent.
yeah, we
But
did.
that's like a monthly
No,
thing. That's
no,
a
Yard.
month to
No, the
month
Yard.
thing.
The Yard fight was no. The Yard fight was in the beginning of the year, big dog. It was in the beginning of the
Nah,
year. Yes, it was. I
the
remember now.
yard
Yes,
fight
it
was
was like
November.
was it? Look
I
that up.
believe so.
No,
Anthony
no.
Yard.
I think you got this confused. I think that was
You
confused.
wanna
I
put a
think that is
friendly 50
confusion
on it?
right
You wanna put a friendly 50 on it?
there. Man, I ain't playing no friendly 50
I
on
was right.
motherfuckers. Just
November
check it.
22nd, 2025. You are
Okay.
wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, look. So who the hell who else fought this? Damn. Who else fought? Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. There ain't
Somebody
really
else
been
fought.
nothing. And the ring cards have kind of been few and far in between.
Yeah, you right. Yes. Did it Usyk fight this year? Like twice this year
Yeah,
already? Or no?
he only fought once against a kickboxer. He fought Dubois last year, October, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yes. See, I'm confused, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Um, we have yeah. No, this has been a complete like UFC
See?
this year has been actually surprisingly really really good. Like this year has really
What?
been like last year. Yeah, this year
Surprisingly? What does that mean?
surprisingly because because last you know what it was because last year I think it kind of sucked last year. I don't know what it was. What made it suck, I just don't know. I think it was just maybe me not really paying attention to it, but it just to me nothing caught my eye. I think what started catching my eye was the Max Holloway and the Oliveira fight, and then this UFC Freedom fight, and then now I just seen that we got the Conor and Holloway fight coming up. What next month? In 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks or something like that.
I believe so. Yeah.
That's a good. How you see that fight going?
Um, that is not a good fight. I see
You don't
Connor.
think so?
No, I see Connor getting his ass tore out the frame. Stop.
That, that is hilarious. Why you say that, bro?
The last time we saw Connor in the ring was what, like 4 years ago, when he broke
Yeah,
his leg.
almost.
And in
Yeah,
that fight, he was getting hands put on him. And the fight before that, against Poirier. He was getting hands put on him. Like, no, I just see Connor. I just think Connor is done. That Connor that used to be elite, that was a really good fighter, that beat Max Holloway, that beat Poirier, that stopped Jose Aldo in 10 seconds, that beat Eddie Alvarez. That guy is gone. He's gone.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
This
I think so.
guy that we got now is a coke snorting drunk.
Sorry, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Murgy's very blunt. Uh, no, I think it's good. I think he's rejuvenized. I don't know what it is. I think something there's something about him now, him being back. Like I remember him being back with Cerrone, and I kind of was like I played it off because Cerrone never really shows up for his big ones. So it's like, all right, cool. I'll let that slide. But something's telling me he's coming back to
Bro,
fight. Like I don't
Cowboy,
know
are
if
you
he beats.
serious?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I told. That's what I just said. He came back, but knowing Cowboy, the Cowboy doesn't show up to the big ones anymore. I
Man,
know
Cowboy
that
was
that was
done. Cowboy was a shell of
yeah.
himself at that point.
Nah, but he never really showed up even for his big ones. If you think about it, Anthony Pettis, Ben Henderson, uh, who else he fought? Didn't he fight Nate
Nathan
Diaz? Nate
Diaz.
Diaz. Yeah, so you look at it, he's had track record of him not showing up
I
ever
think he
to
even
his
lost
fights.
Jim Miller back in the day.
Yeah, he did. He lost to RDA. He lost to what's the other one? What's the other that was super nice back then too? Wasn't it Was it Gilbert? No, it wasn't Gilbert.
Do
Gilbert
you
was
think
the
Cowboy should be a Hall of Famer? Because I hear a
yeah,
lot of people
definitely,
say,
definitely. I think because you gotta
"Oh no,
understand, right?
bro."
Now you gotta understand, right? So if we talking about like Hall of Fame credentials, right? There's different ways that you can get into a Hall of Fame. Anything like anything in sports that you do, you can do anything. Like you can really be good at really good in baseball. You can really be a really good hitter. You can be a really good defensive player. You can really be a good pitcher. You can be a really good just a utility player. And like boxing and in UFC, like you don't have to always win the big one or even ever win the big one. Like Sean Porter to me, he's a Hall of Famer because he fought everybody. He fought who he needed to fight.
And he was a
Yeah,
multiple
he
time
came up
champion.
and he's a multiple time champion, right? What Cerrone, right? You look at the records he holds. Like I think he holds in the lightweight division. I think the second, third most KOs. He holds most fights in the division. He holds most fights in a year. I think he had a year that he fought what 7 times or something like that. Like where he was literally going month by month just to fight. Like he was just wanting to fight. So, and in a claim of that, like yes, he's a Hall of Famer. You would have to kind of be like, yeah, he's going into the Hall of Fame. Um, Now is he first ballot? I wouldn't know. I think he would be one of those guys that you would have to
Well,
toss him in there with. You would have to
look
toss
at
him in there with somebody else for them to
looking
be like,
at
okay, that's straight.
looking at this, it don't even goddamn matter. He's already in. But yeah, I mean, looking at it, he lost the WEC champion. He lost his fight for the WEC championship. That was a fight of the night. Probably a great fight. He lost the second time against Hendo Benson Henderson.
That was a good fight. That was really a good fight. I loved the
Yeah,
way that they was exchanging in that.
he lost to the second fight to Benson Henderson for the championship.
That one's a white one. 'Cause that was the one in USC, right?
Yeah, got
That
stopped
was a
in
white
one
one.
round by Rafael dos Anjos.
Yeah, I
But
think
you're
you know
right. It's
honestly,
not. I mean, I will say this. He
he fought
definitely
everybody.
was at the time one of the best contenders in the world. I can't. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say he wasn't dead because
I just always
I'm
I just
looking at
always
this
said that he.
this record. He beat after WEC fought, or after he got knocked out by Dos Santos. He beat Adrian Martins, Edson Barboza, he knocked out Jim Miller. I was wrong. He beat Eddie Alvarez, Miles Jury, Benson Henderson, and John McDessie. Those are some pretty good fighters at the time.
Hold
Then
on,
he
hold
got
on, hold
stopped
on.
by Dos Anjos again for the championship in one round.
Hold on. My guy, Mr. B3. What's going on, 3Z? How you going?
Big three picks, slip three.
Man, blessed, bro. Blessed, man. Just man, I enjoy when you do your shows, man. Let's get to it. What's going on,
All right,
Marcus
man.
and the man?
Salute.
Question of the day, man. Question of the day. And obviously, we know
Yeah.
that Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson's negotiations have stalled out.
No nuts
What now?
Stevenson.
What now? What now for both fighters? I want you to give the answers for both fighters.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm disappointed in Shakur
No nuts
because
Stevenson.
yeah, because he put it.
Marky, Marky, shut up for like a minute, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, three.
I speak facts.
Nah,
Hey,
Shakur.
bro.
Nah, if they don't fight, he earned it. Because Zufa and Turkey put the offer at 147. Shakur wanted the 144. They gave him the 144. So if he don't make the fight, he's avoiding Devin Haney.
As he has been since 135.
That's tough.
Yeah. So I mean, I could understand like Shakur is playing like a certain role with the media to boost his marketability, to get people to dislike him. He's trying to do the Mayweather thing where some people gonna love him, but he want to play the villain too. And I don't
Yeah.
know, man. It's just kind of like it works until Devin back you in a corner, and then it's like, okay, now you gotta fight him.
But the
Because
difference is
Yeah.
Floyd had nuts and will fight anybody. Shakur don't.
Mm.
well, he was acting like a punk with Winky Wright.
Well, I mean that
Yes.
was 150. That was 154. I
Eh,
mean,
They sent him off, and then he moved around them. Yes or no?
I'll
it,
give you that. I'll give
it's
you that.
it's
All
it's
right.
tough. And the only argument I would say with you with Floyd is it's tough because Floyd, it's very well known to stalling people out, waiting people to get a little older.
Uh huh.
It wasn't with like it wasn't with like Shane and Oscar. He was asking for those fights even when he was at 26 for some weird reason. That wasn't dumb. But I feel like the Pacquiao, I could see it. I would never think Pacquiao would ever beat him. That was never really a thing for me. But I could see what you guys like. When saying people were saying like, "Yo, Pacquiao can beat him," or Pacquiao can knock him out, and they would be like, "Oh, he's avoiding him. He's not trying to fight him." I could see it, but at the same time, too, knowing the things that I know, because boxing's such a small world, in a kind of everybody kind of knows everybody. You could say yeah, but then at the same time you could be like, no, because if you knew what I knew, then that would have a whole different conversation.
What I will say is one, Freddie Roach, or rather, Floyd offered Manny to fight straight away out of retirement, and Freddie turned it down. Freddie didn't want it straight out of when Floyd was coming back. Then Floyd fought Juan Manuel Marquez. They came to the negotiations again. Floyd wanted testing. Manny said he was scared of needles. I
That was
think
the
that
dumbest. That was the
I think
dumbest answer on earth.
yeah. And then on top of the fact, you had the situation with Manny's nutritionist that Freddie fired when he wouldn't tell him what he was putting in Manny's drinks. So I think
Alex Ariza, everybody, Alex Ariza.
yeah. So I think it's just unfortunate. I think both of them waited each other out. To be honest, I think they both waited until they could get maximum profit. Then they fought, which is a shame
Um,
because if they had fought, I think that fight should have happened in 2009
nah,
with
I think that fight
Floyd.
should have it should have happened in 11. It honestly should have happened in 11. In 2011,
Hey,
that would have been a perfect timing for them.
2009, 2011, whichever one. Before the
Yeah,
man got flatlined by Marquez.
yeah.
They need to
Those
find. They
two.
need to go ahead, Mark. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say those two are at their absolute peaks. That's when the fight should happen. Go ahead.
Go
They
ahead,
need
Floyd.
to. They need to find a way to drop Shakur on the pound for pound list if he don't fight Devin Haney.
I think they will, because I think if you think about it, right? So we have Collazo fighting this weekend, so I know he's not in the pound for pound list, but who is it? Who's
Yeah,
the
he
one that's
is.
fighting?
Yeah, he is.
No, is he? Is Kalaz on the pound for pound
He
list?
should be. I think he's
Yeah,
like nine or
he's on
ten.
Ring. I know he's on Ring. He's not in mine, but he's on Ring magazines. He's like number set. I remember people were complaining he was above Devin Haney, I think.
Man, yeah, that's stupid. I don't know why would you have him above Devin. There's
Uh,
another fight happening. There's another fight happening this week. Then next week.
H2O. H2O. H2O.
HUO, and then obviously next week. So whatever happens next week, I feel like that's when you start having that conversation of like, bro, we're gonna have to move you down a little bit because
Yeah, but
Boots is in that unified area, or even Xander if Xander's retaining.
neither one of them are
So
on the list, so it's gonna be
yeah, so
difficult. The thing about it, Shakur is proven, man. Four divisions. He just dominated Tiafimo, which is a great win for anybody.
yeah,
Um, Shout out to Angie Baby. And I mean, but it's just like, why are you playing with the fans? Like, y'all keep dangling this fight in front of the fans. Like with the
but
Keyshawn them pushing Key. Go ahead, one.
But I feel like that's why I've always said it too. I feel like they're both acting like divas a little bit, cause like there's no need to be doing this shit on Twitter. Like you should, like we didn't know about the Teal fight until they did the face off of the week prior, the 2 3 weeks prior, not the 2 3 weeks, but like the month prior, because somebody had fought in December. We didn't know that they was fighting each other until like December almost, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? They're fighting each other, and that's how you kind of do. You gotta do it in silence. You can't do this shit on Twitter. Like, there's no reason for you to be doing this shit on Twitter. That's why even when like they be like, Shakira Twitter said, I don't get mad at that because you do be tweeting a lot. But at the same time too, like
Yup.
everybody nowadays, they be running to Instagram or running to Twitter to let's say, bro, like stop doing that. That's not even cool.
Yeah, the thing about it is though, like you gotta hold people feet to the fire. Like if you don't get these dudes to commit publicly, like I think that's kind of why I went that way, and that's why Devin asked him, like if I make it at 144, do we get a fight? Because you got to get these dudes on the line. Like they be putting word salads together, and they be like talking but not really saying nothing. So it's like it's a whole bunch of confusion going on. Like you don't really know who's avoiding the fight. Uh, you got a lot of people talking about Keyshawn being the mandatory, but the mandatory hasn't been called yet.
I
So
know
that just
Keyshawn be the mandatory.
I mean,
If anything, if Shakur was moving up, he'd be the mandatory because he's the WBO champ.
Yeah, but see, that's the
no, I
thing
think
in
it's the.
boxing. You can
No, I
pay for
think
your
that I think he's
ranking.
the WBC, ain't he?
Nah,
Ain't he
he's
WBC?
WBO. He beat Teal for the WBO.
Ah, okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so he
that paying
so
for
that
your ranking thing, that's corny. That's corny to me.
yeah,
That's
like
definitely a corn ball.
yeah, so because
Uh,
he didn't do anything at 147 to be number one. He did nothing. He hasn't even fought at the weight class.
yeah,
He
I
actually
get I get
made
both sides. I
140 for
definitely get
Nahir
both sides.
Albright.
And you see, that's another
Yeah,
point for UFC. They don't do that in the UFC. You got to fight to get that ranking. You can't just
yeah.
pay off a sanctioning body or however they do it. Maybe Al just call them up and they do it because they're scared of him or whatever.
So
But you
the
can't do that in the
so
UFC.
so the way it
But to be real with you,
so the way it worked. Go ahead, three.
I want Devin Keyshawn. I don't want no dragging somebody to the ring and trying to hold their hand, you putting your hand over top of their hand to put their signature on the contract like they a child and like you teaching them how to write. We ain't we ain't doing all of that, man. I want
We don't do that here in the STN. You feel me?
man, listen, we ain't trying
but
to
that
hold your hand.
but
No,
that's
man.
Keyshawn's brother. The fight. That's his brother's fight.
Now, I think eventually we're gonna get a fight. I think it's more likely than Keyshawn and Dev than Keyshawn and Norman. I don't think Norman is an entertaining thing
What?
for him at all.
Man, that's a good fight, but here's the thing, Warren.
It is a good
I like
it is a good fight, but we got to see more with Norman and Shields. right
we
now.
actually right there in that step where our voices is going to be heard in a sense. I know that. I know people going to worry about what your following is and stuff. Nah, people going to hear our voices. So I don't really, and we're gonna continue to grow just in boxing and just in life. Like we young, we
Yeah,
like the new world order. Like we up and coming. And so I
yeah,
don't really want to.
and
I don't
I've
really
been
want to breath nobody the wrong way or do nothing that's gonna hinder anything in our progress. But I'm gonna be real with you. The way Shakur is acting, he's acting
what
like
you say.
his hands ain't ready for no Devin Haney. Like he's not. Like maybe he might be injured or something.
Damn, that could
Well,
be
we'll
it.
see.
That could be it. Maybe it's
Because
not
We
no
could
nuts,
see.
Stevenson. It's no knuckles.
yeah,
That's
because
yo, that's
if you
crazy.
can't punch through Devin, Devin gonna walk you down. You gonna have to hit
I
him with
wouldn't
some
know about
hot
no. I don't know
man.
about
You
walking
see,
down, but
Yeah,
but
I
that's what
don't
I'm
know about
saying.
we
If
that.
you
gotta.
can't keep him, hold on. Did y'all seen the sparring?
We seen
I
the
see.
sparring.
So over an
We
accumulation
seen.
of 36
We seen.
minutes.
We seen the sparring. We seen the sparring. Right. I'll give you that. We seen the sparring. Right. And he was walking him down, but he was getting peppered with some
As a
shots on his
kid
way
though,
in.
how old was he? 17?
Yeah, but they're what 2 years apart? What, a year apart? They're not even 2 years apart.
Well, now
They're only like
they're
a year
Well,
grown
apart.
men now.
and
They're grown men.
Shakur's style is still the same. Like he's not a big guy. He's not a big puncher.
He
He literally
and
punched on Tio for 12 rounds. He literally tried to stop Tio. He literally
yeah,
punched on
you're
him for
right.
12 rounds and he could
You're
barely
right.
hurt
You're right.
Tio.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Right. You're right. You're definitely right. Right. But even being
Definitely right.
like, I hate the fact I hate that fact where people be like, yo, you not gonna hurt nobody, bro. You know, there's many ways to hurt somebody in a fight, bro.
Yeah, but
Timing
it's
is
Devin Haney.
everything. Timing is everything. And who's one of the best
It's
fighters that timed somebody is Shakur Stevenson. There's a reason why Tio wasn't going in there like a wild man talking the shit he was talking in that
he
fight
was trying.
because he was getting
He
peppered
tried.
up.
He tried. He was
He,
getting pepper.
he
He
tried.
tried, but it was like a
He
bee.
tried.
He
He
was
was
like
getting
a
peppered
bee. It was like a bee sting. Like just keep like a bee
up.
just kept tagging him.
Hey
But
yo,
listen,
Exactly.
B3.
we see.
Hey,
I want to
hey
say this,
Juan.
Mark.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead,
We
Murray.
done literally seen Devin get hit by a truck.
Nah,
You
that's
feel
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
You know what? That's a fact. And you know what? I'll give
That's
Devin
fact.
Haney all the credit in the world. And I love that about Devin, that he has that heart.
Man,
But
you ain't going in
that
there with no
whole
brittle hands.
yeah, nah, but Devin Haney, bro, like there's a difference between like, cause like Ryan's not as sharp as Shakur is. Like Ryan is, he just fast and he can just hit hard. That's all that is, right? Why you think people never rushed in on Floyd like that? Like after even the hurting of the hands, like because he was sharp and he knew how to time you. Like that was one thing I felt like people like always forget. Like timing beats everything else. Timing beats speed. Timing beats power. Like anything that you think that you're gonna be doing to that, and if I can time you and distance manage you from that point on, bro, you're not doing nothing else for the rest of the time, bro. You gonna take these jabs, you're gonna take these crosses, and I'm gonna walk you around this ring like a chooch that you are. You're not gonna do nothing about it because I'm just better than you at this.
Hey
But at
Juan.
the same
Hey
time,
Juan.
yeah,
Jigma.
yep. Go ahead, Jigma.
Jigma.
Oh man.
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna do it to you. I could have did it to you one. I want you to remember that. I could have just did it to you, but go ahead.
I know you can. You chooch, you a chooch, man. But
Whoa.
yeah, man, I don't know, man. To me, timing beats everything. Timing beats everything. Like if you know how to distance control somebody and know how to time somebody perfectly, it's hard to beat you at that point. It cut all the great boxes, man. We gotta
I'm
look
in
at them.
agreement, man. But you gotta understand, like all that timing. When Castillo, wherever he wanted to go in that ring, he was on Floyd's helmet.
Florida had a
So if you
torn
got
Yeah,
rotator
but
cuff.
that was he hurt his hand.
listen, man, that's what I'm saying.
He hurt
If
his
Shakur was
hand.
100%,
He hurt
then
his. Listen,
where was all that,
he
man? I
hurt his hand.
always got the best of
He
Devin
hurt his.
stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, but even with the I had got the best. You know these guys act like divas. They both honestly they really both do, but I'm not gonna sit there and say nothing. I'm just gonna let them talk because I don't really care at this point. You fight, you fight. You don't, I can't do nothing about that. You ain't my kids. But at the same
Yeah,
time too, we gotta
I want to
understand,
see
man.
Keyshawn.
This is
Keyshawn got that energy for Devin. That's the fight I want.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
Again, like you can't have a whole energy. You can't. You gotta have the energy to fight these dudes. And if you don't
Okay,
want
but
to
let
fight
me
them, because
ask you
that's
this
like even the
one.
same reason. Go ahead.
So if are you okay with Shakur versus Shocky Foster?
I honestly don't like that fight. I'm probably the only one, but yeah, why do you need to fight
You
over
on the
him?
water one?
Like
I thought that was just me.
Nah.
I'm not being on the void.
Now you are.
I
Now you
said
are.
I
You
don't.
good. Good. You
I
good.
said
You
I
good.
don't like.
Good.
I said
No, we couldn't hear you. The phone
I
was
said I
breaking up.
don't like it. I said I don't. I said I don't like the fight because if you beat
Yeah,
him,
I know.
he's
I know.
smaller than you. Now if you
I
lose to
know.
him, it's oh well you never been that good. So it's like
But
at
that's
that
but that's
point,
the
like
only other
it's a
fight that
lose
they were
lose
saying.
situation. Which see that's bullshit. My fault for
We
saying
got
it like that. That's bullshit because you still got Raymond Montaya. Montaya say he can meet you at 140. You got Lamont. Lamont say he'll meet you at 140. You got Pitbull.
You
He'll
got
meet you at
Puello.
140. You have
You got
Gary
Puello.
Antoine. You got Puello. You got Don Smith. You got Matias. You got all these dogs at your weight class that are waiting
yeah,
for you and chomping at the bits to fight you, and you're concerned about Devin Haney. That is in a whole other weight class.
And you trying to drag him
That's
down,
not
Juan. Don't
worried
forget
about you,
about that. He trying to drag him
and,
down.
and you're and he's not worried about you. He's worried about getting back at Ryan. Whole time
yeah,
people
that's a
thinking
really
about
fighting
like
man.
yo
Yeah, that's
he's
good.
what that he's thinking about getting back at Ryan. He's not thinking about you. He's not thinking about Brian. He's not even thinking about Keyshawn. Yeah, he doing a Debo Dev to Keyshawn because he chomping out that bitch to him because he over there chopping out his mouth.
Yeah,
But at the
yeah,
same time too, we gotta understand, bro. Shakur Stevenson, you have a lot of work to do at 140. You have a lot of work
Yeah.
to do at 140.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I
Quit
say,
being
like,
a
yo, listen, man, the
nutless
fight.
coward, Shakur. Quit being a nutless
This,
coward.
woo, that's why I said this fight's not gonna happen at one. At this fight, honestly, to tell you the God of the truth, you gonna hear it here first. I don't think this fight ever is gonna happen. To tell you the truth, I don't ever think that fight's gonna ever happen because it's not. I don't think
so we never get Devin
they're.
versus Shakur. Are you serious, one?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think we're
We
ever
ain't gonna
gonna
I
make
get
have
it,
no.
to.
bro.
I was banking
We
on that to make some money. I'm just
I
I would
don't
talking
have
think
to
we
about
agree
ever
with
just.
gonna.
Juan.
I'm just talking about boxing talks, and now we're gonna have to turn into like hate pages and like just like hate on like these guys never fighting each other.
No,
And
Pretty
I,
get
much.
no, you know what? But you know why though. You know why? And this is it's weird because it's happened like a lot because like it's happened in boxing history. It has happened a lot. You get Del Curry Leonard. We never got that. We never got what was another one, Marky? 'Cause I know you got
Bo,
you a little bit more.
Bo Lennox Lewis. Bo Lennox Lewis.
But Lennox Lewis, we never got that. We
man, we
never
need
got
the big fights, man. Like I
we
literally
never
when
got we never got the rematch. Vitaly and Lennox. We never got that. We never got fucking what you call it. Um,
these guys can't do
Homeboy.
this to us, yo. When
No, but they're
Tank
gonna.
signed to fight fight Jake Paul, man, I went ahead and said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get my StreamYard and really sow into my platform. Like that's something that boosts the algorithm. Like these dudes lining up to fight, man. People gonna be excited. People gonna want to tune in to boxing. You gonna get casuals tuning in because they gonna understand. Okay, y'all putting on the best versus the best. Of course, the Tank and Jake was gimmicky, but it's Tank and Jake. With Devin and Shakur, they the two top young fighters in the in those lower weight classes. A four
Yeah,
division champ and a three division champ. Like it's undeniably the fight that the people need to have. Keyshawn versus
You
Devin.
know what I respect about Jake though? Jake took that ass whooping for the women. He took that ass whooping for the MVP promotion. Cause all 90 or $100 million he made from that fight, probably goes back into that probably goes back to reinvesting into that business. So people will
Yeah.
ask him, man, why would he go in there with Anthony Joshua? He did it for the women, bro. I don't think Jake Paul get enough love or respect for the type of man he really is when
Nah,
he not
don't
being
don't
a prick.
forget. Don't forget a portion of that money went to fixing his jaw.
That too. I think he probably has good health insurance, so I doubt that. But hey, it is what it is.
Health insurance, my ass. He gonna have to rehab that jaw. Like, man, listen.
I,
Nah,
Whoa,
but
that's
I
I'm with you.
crazy.
I'm with you.
I don't
I'm
hate
with you
Jake
though,
Paul.
Martin.
I
I
definitely
love
don't
Jake,
hate Jake
man.
Paul.
Come on.
But
Yeah,
there's
you do. Yeah, you do.
I do you bullshit. You right. You got me in a
There you
lie a little
go. Speak the facts.
bit.
Don't
I hate
lie.
his ass. But but for what he's doing for women's boxing, and especially what he did for Amanda, I commend him because there was years, bro. There was years that people didn't know about Amanda Serrano. People didn't understand how really good she really was. Too late, we got her kind of later on in her career, like because her younger self, y'all thought she was a bad girl. Now she was 10 times worse then. Like that was the bad one. That one's the one that like a lot of people avoided. When she was running through those younger weight classes, those lower weight classes, when she was running through everybody, that's when you should have, you know what I'm saying, really been paying attention. It's sad that somebody from a YouTube atmosphere had to come and make a promotion to share a spotlight on these women. Because before Clarissa, before Alicia, before even let's say the Chantel Camerons and all of them, there was Amanda, it was Ann Wolf, it was Layla Ali, it was these women on literally carrying the sport for women on their shoulders, and a lot of people
But
didn't want to hear it.
let's keep it 1,000 though. That them a lot of them chicks is not on Amanda's level. Like even the chick that she fought, right? The last fight, like she just stepped on her in 2 rounds. Like now she's just chasing a KO record. It was a
Yeah,
stigma around women's boxing for a long time that it was boring.
yeah.
Like that
But
it
you know
really
what it?
wasn't.
But you know what it is? It's because women. Well, I don't want to sound crazy, but
No, they just don't
women's
have the
like
same
that.
athleticism. Juan Luis got it. That's all it is.
No,
Is
it's
that the
not even
athleticism
that,
is
bro.
different.
It's not even that. It's either
It's like with basketball
you're
too.
really really as a woman, right? If you just sit there and look at a woman, right? You have three types of women, right? You're really really big and you're kind of athletic, or you're really really small and you're just tiny. And then you have the normal size girl. What That's what Amanda is. Amanda's really she is tiny, but she for a woman she's normal size, but she's
How
just
tall
hella
is
athletic.
Amanda? How tall is Amanda?
Amanda's like she's like five
Ah,
four,
bah.
5'5". Yeah, 5'5", 5'4".
Bro, that's tiny. Are
So
you
it's like
kidding me?
no, but for a woman that's kind
Nah,
of a
a woman
normal size.
that's a normal sized woman. You're right. It's
Like
very
if you
normal.
got a girl that's 5'10", like
I
Clarissa's
A
a
lot of
mean,
big
a
girl.
lot of shorties be like 5 feet,
that's
Mark.
kind. You know what? You're
Like
right.
five one,
That's
5'2".
average height. That's average height. Yeah.
That's a good height
Yeah,
for a shorty. Like you
that's a
need a
good
shorty
height.
five
Yeah,
five. Like and
yeah,
she like
yeah.
that's nice.
That's a five. Yeah, I'm saying so. Like that's where like because again, even what you said, the athleticism that's not always there. So like you can
Yeah.
be really good with your feet, but then you're just stuck with your hands. I can't tell you nothing about it because again, I'm not a woman. But at the same time, too, yeah, you're right. The athleticism is not there, and then sometimes these women be just disadvantaged. Like Clarissa's probably the perfect fighter as a woman, but it'd be like
This
because she
nigga
can beat
Juan.
everybody.
This nigga
Yeah,
Juan
dog.
said. This nigga Juan said a woman can either be really good with her feet or good with her hands. That was crazy.
One of the two. Now that, cause look at what's homegirl name that knocked out Franchon Cruz. What's homegirl name again?
Lonnie
What's her name?
Daniels.
Lanny. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nah. Hold on. You
That
talking
girl
about
was
Shadeja Green?
running for
You talking about
yo. She
Shadeja
was running.
Green? Brian didn't get knocked
No,
out.
no. Oh yeah, Shadeja Green.
Yeah.
You talking Lonnie Daniels? She was running for her life. She was really good with her feet. You know what I'm
Oh, from
saying? And then
Clarissa?
she
Hell
showed.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, bro, like You either really good with your feet or you were just really good with your hands. One of
But
the
that's
two. Like
that.
I
But
can't
nah,
even
Juan,
name
we
you.
ain't gonna do that because she did. She showed she was good with her feet against Clarissa, and she showed she was good with her hands against Shadeja.
Yeah, put hands on
But you
Shadeja.
can't
That's
do
how.
it.
That
You
shows you
can't.
its
You can't.
levels to it.
Hold on. You can't do it at the same time. That's what you telling
Hey, listen, look, every opponent ain't the same. Yeah.
me.
Listen, but
Crazy.
I don't know if Shadeja went into the ring injured, but yeah, she had like a brain bleed or something. I don't know. Lonnie put some hands on Shadeja.
Yeah, no, she definitely did. That was crazy. I tuned in. I woke up because I think Marky texted me. I was like, "What
Man,
happened?" He was like, "Yo, you didn't see this knockout?" I was like, "What knockout?" I look it on look on
man,
fucking YouTube. I said, "Oh shit!"
man,
I was like, "Damn."
I was at Buffalo Wild Wings with my friend, and man, I was looking at that. I was like, oh, Shadeja don't look good. Let me slide something on this underdog Lonnie Daniels. Man, and I
Yeah,
messed
man. That
around,
was
and then the KO was like plus like 2,800. So I really missed out. I didn't do that. I just took the money line like plus 370.
Damn, you should have had some nuts,
that.
B3.
Man, you right. You right. All right. I should have
I'm
took that
honestly thinking
Damn.
$2,800.
about taking the plus.
I
Damn.
don't like to lose money though.
I'm thinking about taking.
I like to win
I'm
it.
thinking about taking the plus 400. I'm thinking about the plus 400
For who?
on
For
Fanatics
who?
for Xander. For Xander.
Nah,
Um,
nah.
Where you seeing it at
You
yeah,
plus
might
four?
as
The
well
odds
throw
is
your
going up.
you might as well throw
as
your
a
money to the
decision.
poorhouse or the church.
That's crazy. You do me like that real bad, man. Real crazy, boy. You're real crazy,
Oh,
boy.
I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save your bread.
Man, listen, man. What I tell you all the time on B3 show: scam money don't make no money. All right, stop
Yeah, that's
playing
a
with me,
fact. That's a fact.
man.
Yeah, money don't make
That's a
money.
fact.
But see, on a plus side like that one, if you got FanDuel or DraftKings, you'll probably have a live bet. So just check. I mean,
Ooh, that's
you see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I
So
gotta
you
get on
like if
that.
it's looking
I gotta get
good,
on that.
then if he get past the first couple rounds, you're gonna be like, okay, he probably can win this, and then slide
Yeah,
something on it. You know.
I see. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till the night of the fight. See what's up. I'm
So
gonna
that
watch it.
way,
Me
yeah,
and you gonna text. Don't worry about it, Playboy. We gonna text each other out.
yeah. Because then again, because then like it's like even still it's a gamble, but at least it's it's more so like a okay, we got a solid shot versus and then in a whole on whole time, if it's a really close fight, it probably could be a draw.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like you'll get your money back if you bet the money line, but if you bet decision, that money go to the house.
Woo,
So
woo.
you gotta I like to play that money line when you can, you know.
That's a fact. I gotta play the money line tonight. Honestly, Marky.
On who?
You got for soccer for is it
Oh,
tomorrow
okay.
night? Isn't yeah for some couple soccer
No,
games.
it's
So
tonight. You
I
got
got
games on every day of the week. Well, let me
yeah.
see
I
who
think so.
playing right now. Colombia got it done yesterday. You know, my island
I'm
teams
so
aren't
dis.
coming through. So
I heard
I'm
there's a lot
starting
of
to
good
bet on
Africans.
my South American Caribbean teams. You know what I'm saying? They island folks, but in a different way. Shout out to Colombia. They got it done.
Who you favoring this
Yeah,
year?
baby.
Who you
I
favoring this
think
year?
it's gonna be France or it's gonna be Germany. It's gonna be one of those two.
You think so?
Absolutely. France, they
I said,
got the most.
I think I said that to Iron. I think it's Germany. Germany's like it's just sneaky good.
Well,
I like the
Germany
way
put feet and hands on Curacao, which broke my heart. They beat them, I think, 7-1.
yeah, they beat the
Man,
shit out them.
And
the
then
best out of
Messi. I mean, you never know. The Argentinians.
They
Messi
have a
went
good
out
team.
there, yeah, had 3 goals his first game back. I mean, just straight up dragged his nuts all up and down the forehead and back of Algeria. It was just nasty. It was messy.
Portugal. I'm disappointed in Portugal.
Yeah, Ronaldo doesn't really have nuts anymore. I mean, he hasn't had nuts for a long time. He went, took all that money, went to the Saudi Super League, and he hasn't been the same ever since. So he's not really
Did
used
they
to
win?
playing
Did
up
they win the
against
title over there?
what you
He won the
say.
title over there already, though. He won the title over
Yes,
there,
he
didn't he?
did. Yes, he
Already?
did. But yeah, but
Him
who the
and
hell
Neymar
plays
together.
in the Saudi Super League? Don't nobody play over it. All the best players are in Europe.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We gotta see.
Nah, that's not true
I
because
want to see.
Messi's in the US.
That's well, okay, you got that one. But the majority,
Yeah, but he's not.
the
He's not.
vast
He's not even.
majority are in Europe.
Yeah, but Messi's really not. Like Messi's a
How much
really
is
really
how
good,
much he's
still
getting
a really
paid to
really good.
play in Miami?
A
I
lot of money.
literally was starting to look that up as you asked me that. I know Neymar, or excuse me, Mbappe. I remember the Saudis offered Mbappe $500 million for 1 year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me see. Messi salary. Let me see. Messi is making $25 million a year. That's a joke. That's a joke. But hey, he wanted to go play
No,
out
I
in
think
Miami. He wanted to go be
he's
with
got
those
he's got fork on the
broads.
team. That's why you heard.
What
He's
you
got
say?
he's got uh he's got half of the team. That's why.
Oh, he a owner. He a part owner.
Oh, he's the owner. I
Yeah,
didn't
he a
know
part.
that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a part owner because him is I think it's him and David Beckham. I think something like that. Because I know David holds a part equity of the thing. He's not like part owner. Like he owns like 25% of it. I know that. Like they
That's
both own
good.
like 25%. Yeah,
It
which
said
is really really
Messi
good.
owns about 10% of Inter Miami. That's okay. Wow. I didn't know
Yeah,
that. So
look
I
at that.
mean,
I was
yeah,
yeah. There you go.
LeBron
I thought
James
it was
still
more.
trying to get on Messi level. That's all that tells me. That's
Now,
crazy.
now you
No,
capping because
no,
don't he own a
no.
portion of Liverpool?
He owns a portion of Liverpool.
He
He owns I
owns
think
like
he's got
he
he,
no, he's a part of an ownership group that owns like I think 10%. So he shares 10% with a bunch of other different dudes and companies
yeah
and
yeah. But
corporations.
that same group
And when
owns the rest of that. So
they tried to buy out a 51% share of it, the fans of Liverpool and the entire United Kingdom, they almost got up in arms. I was ready to send them back to where they came from and chase all the Americans out. Cause that's what I
you mother
respect. That's what I respect about soccer over there. The fans own the teams.
yeah. Don't play that
Really?
shit.
No,
Nah,
they
but
They
don't.
don't
nah,
play
they
that shit.
nah, they really a bunch of degenerates over there, and like it seems like
Hey,
they don't know how to act.
hey, it
Yo,
is what it is.
that's Mark. He said they're a
Marky
bunch
like
of
and when
degenerates.
people yeah, when them people are cavemen in other countries, Marky be all for it. When people be, acting their ass.
Nah, I
But when it's
respect.
Americans, when these Americans, he call them niggers and all other type of N
I
words.
mean, listen,
Wait,
That's
nobody was in the
crazy.
I
streets
do not.
like
Hold
burning
on, hold
trash
on,
cans and
hold on.
flipping
Wait,
Man,
over
they
hold on.
police
literally
cars.
stampede children over there, man. Knock it off.
Whoa, stampeding
That is true.
children. What?
And yes. Yes, you've seen it multiple times. At them soccer stadiums.
Yeah, they have.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah, of
remember that.
course. But listen, y'all do that at
Oh
college
yeah, of
football
course. Yeah,
stadiums
of
too.
course.
I
Yeah, of
love that.
course.
But
No,
listen,
no,
listen,
we
listen.
stormed the field. We don't kill people. It's my bad
That's a
one.
fact.
We stormed the field.
You good?
Nobody's
You good?
unalive.
Hey,
There's a
That's a
hey,
difference.
fact.
hey,
Y'all are
hey,
way too passionate. Y'all,
hey,
y'all are so excited
hey, hey,
if your team
Buttercup.
win or
Hey,
lose that
cupcake.
y'all are gonna run over
Hey,
somebody's
lady.
head.
Hey,
That's
sweethearts.
crazy.
Go home. Go home if you ain't ready for the madness, sweetheart.
Now
Yeah.
you know what
That's
though.
why
Cupcake.
that's
You
why
know
LeBron
what
that's
though.
why LeBron went over there and dragged his nuts on Liverpool, and that's why he
No,
owns
that's why
Liverpool.
You
LeBron almost got his nuts cut off. Get it right,
you know what?
Knock it
boy.
off.
You know
He's
what
gonna
though.
clip your nuts. How
You
about
know.
that?
Whoa.
You
I don't know
know
about
what though.
that.
You know what though, Mark. B3
Your
though.
nut.
Like sports is weird though because I don't know. Like you not into like a lot of baseball, right? Three.
Sometimes.
So all right.
Sometimes like
Yeah. So you're not.
not heavy, not
Yeah.
heavy,
Yeah.
not heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You're not.
It say
So
LeBron only owned 1% of Liverpool. Get up out of here, punk.
so
That's all he need to own.
so.
Then you say nine other people
Yeah.
own a percentage with him?
Yeah. Exactly.
The
Anyway, when you
Nothing.
LeBron's worth $1 billion.
when you
Knock it
have
off, bro.
rivalry, yo, when you have rivalries like that, bro, it's hard because we've had our moments out this way. Cause like in Boston, you cannot walk with a Yankee head on at all. Like if you walk with a Yankee hat anywhere near South Boston, you will probably get killed over there. That is an actual
See,
fact.
Killed is
Anywhere,
see,
crazy, man.
see.
yeah, bro.
Killed is crazy. They might beat you up. You might
I
get punched.
mean,
No,
you
bro,
might
But
get
come
no,
on,
beat.
but
no, no. There
listen.
was
I
Are
mean,
you
if you
talking
get your
about some
head
no,
construction
bro.
if you get your
workers?
head cracked on the pavement, you get your
Yeah,
head
you did.
cracked
That's
on the
goodbye.
pavement. That's all that needs to happen. B3 picks.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, man.
listen.
There's been
You gotta
there's
make
been
sure
moments, bro.
it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense.
There's
But
been
usually it's a
moments, bro.
black. Usually it's more so a race element to that one. Like let's keep it a thousand.
No, there ain't. No, you're 100% correct. There usually is. There
Yeah,
usually is. There very
yeah.
usually is.
Get
But
the car.
primarily,
Get the car.
all right, Marky, don't do that to my city now. We gonna have an argument right now. Don't do that.
Get
Don't do
that
that. We don't
fucking
all talk like
Yankees
that.
head off, punk. I
Don't
don't
do that.
even know
Don't do
what's the
that.
cuss words them New Englanders be saying.
We
Outside of
don't.
get the
We say anything.
car.
We don't. That's not. Wait. Give me car. All right. Second of
You're a
all,
fucking
get your
knock.
draw ass out
You're a
here, man. All
cop.
right.
You're a
You a
knock.
cop. You a
You're a
knock.
knock.
Anyway, you a knock. Anyway, yeah, nah, bro. They sports fans that are just a little slow. That's all. They're a little slow, and that's what happens. I'm saying they're just a little slow. That
Man, listen.
I got you, DVO.
what happened.
DVO asking for the link. I said I got him.
Oh, send it to him.
But it's just a shame. The city of Boston, such a supposed to be. I mean, the city that
Who's the top
birthed
MLB
liberal
team this year
democracy. Really, they're a bunch of
so far?
racists.
That what happened?
Is it the Mets? Is the
Um,
Mets the top MLB
That
I
what
team
was
right now?
talking about the city of Boston.
The
What'd you say?
Dodgers.
Oh, the Dodgers the top right
Is
now.
it the
Okay.
Dodgers? I don't even know. I think it's either the Dodgers or the Yankees. One of the two. I haven't really been paying attention to it because we suck this year.
Mm.
I gotta see what my Padres are doing because I don't really tune in till it's playoff time. But what I will say is, um, shout out to the city, or rather to the country of the UK. Y'all got a great tradition and love for your sports out there. And it's a shame that we don't have that same type of love and tradition in the US unless you're talking about soccer teams. Actually, I lied. And you know what? It's crazy that B3 talked all that bullshit about degenerates, and I didn't even bring up the Knicks fans. The Knicks fans
Yeah, they
are
are crazy.
outrageous. Niggas was what
They
I
yeah, they
seen
is
a
crazy.
video after it came down that the Knicks won. One, they started beating up school buses, and one dude was like, "Man, fuck them kids," and threw and lit the bus on fire.
Yeah.
Multiple folks got shot. Multiple folks got stabbed.
Die.
Police.
Come
They.
on, knock it out. Nobody died, Mark.
I didn't say anybody died, but people were getting shot and stabbed
With
and taken to the
what?
hospital.
With what? Bean bags from the police?
Nah, with
Yeah.
bullets, boy,
From who? From civilians?
from civilians.
They can't even possess guns, Mark. That's what I'm saying. This is propaganda.
Okay, so I guess the police just decided to shoot somebody.
That's crazy work, Mark. Mark be
Yo,
sitting,
Marky.
Mark be sitting with his toes in the sand on an island somewhere, off a perch, just talk eating and eating a perch at the same time. Probably be snatched right out of the
So
right
wait,
out
so
of the water.
you saying is no gun violence in the city of New York? Is none?
Listen, not at no parade,
Exactly.
not at no parade. You wilding out.
It wasn't a parade.
Not
It
after
was
that.
a
Listen, it
hooligan
was
fest.
53 years. You gonna compare 53 years to a normal tradition of them stampeding their own in a football stadium. You can't compare that. You can't compare somebody vandalizing a bus to people unalive and women and children in a soccer stadium. Mark, you got to knock it off. This is
Well, I think you being a bit harsh.
Yo,
Um,
that's
I don't
stupid.
think
Y'all
exactly
stupid.
what you said happened. But hey,
But
if
nah,
B3 want a
The New
cake,
York fans, they wild out. But it's I mean, it doesn't really make sense why they did what they did, yo. But I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Wait until the
A,
Yankees win one.
a lot of
Wait
yeah,
until the
oh my
Yankees
god,
win another one.
how many years has been? About 20.
Almost 12. Oh no. Yeah, almost 20. It's gonna be
Yeah, A Rod won one when he went to
17
New
next year.
York. A Rod won one, didn't
Yeah. And
he? Yeah, he did.
09 when they
Man.
won the
That
last
was the
one.
last. Yeah, yeah. A Rod
All
is
right.
A Rod is like the best. People not gonna really call him that because of the little allegations or whatever. But A-Rod is really like the GOAT.
Lil,
He was
those ain't
he was
Lil, sir.
nasty.
Those ain't Lil. He was caught. He was caught.
Ah, but he was nice as hell though.
He was
Like,
he was
I
just
think
as
the
caught as OJ was, sir.
I think the
ah,
problem though is he was with the Yankees for such a long time, and it was such a long time before he won that chip. So everything that went wrong, they blamed it on A Rod. But I mean, it's like you said, he was probably one of the best third basemen at the time of his era, and one of
yeah.
the best hitters.
The greatest third. He's the greatest third baseman. I mean, and really, in
I give
reality,
him
you
that. I'm
think
not
about it,
saying he's
like
not. I give him that.
Was his fielding that good,
no, but
one?
in reality, he was that good, bro. Listen, bro. Yeah, you probably got to him in that early 2000s, like when he was there. We talking
The
about
problem
Texas.
is the
Let him
Yeah,
drugs.
Texas,
in
The
man.
problem is
Texas.
the
That was a different
drugs.
animal.
Man, everybody does a little drugs,
Yeah,
Marky. Aren't you high off PCP right now?
Whoa, whoa,
he probably is
whoa.
too.
Hell no. Are you crazy? Are you high off
Yo,
Sherm?
but that's crazy. Yo, but I was gonna only do a little live today, so I'm about to cut this
Crack
John
Baby
short today
3?
because I'm about to go home. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Why you doing that?
listen.
Anyway,
Yeah, come on, man. You doing
I'm
too
about to
much.
cut this John short. You're really doing too much. See, that's
There
what
you
I
go,
gotta do.
boy.
I gotta cut it
I'm
short because
going
you're doing
live
too much.
tomorrow. To anybody in the chat out
I'll
there
be there.
listening to these two brothers, I'm going live tomorrow. We're going to break down the current Iran defeat of the United States of America.
Ooh,
We're
Did
going
they
to
agree
break,
to? Did they sign a
we
deal?
beat their ass.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it's a
they did.
bullshit deal. Iran gets tens of billions of dollars. We achieved none of our strategic goals. We lost 13 U.S. service members. I mean, people's wage gains got
For no
wiped out
reason.
by gas prices. So, I mean,
Marky, I
just a
got a
dumb
rant
orange
tomorrow.
guy.
So send me the link.
Wow.
You heard?
It,
Absolutely. And
so,
we're
is,
going to be discussing human cloning that's going on.
so did
It's
the
real.
Republicans take a hit or no? Just before we get off of here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The fuck? They
Okay,
talking
good.
about giving $300 billion
Stop.
in your taxpayer
I
dollars
was coming inside.
to Iran.
Wow.
So
I
for
had to pee. That's
nothing. Those 15, 13 service members died for nothing. And we look like a bunch of jerk offs because of an orange guy. And I'm gonna be giving out my Calci picks. Stay away from the commodities. I might even discuss that tomorrow. Calci is a rigged, disgusting, predatory. I mean, all the prediction markets in general, they're just rigged, disgusting, and predatory in nature. But I'm gonna be giving my picks for elections. You should look at sports bets for the FIFA World Cup. You already know. Pull up tomorrow to the Democracy Briefing. I'll be going live 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Go ahead, Juan.
All right, yeah, but this is last. This is the last episode. Of, oh, not the last, but this is the final minutes. I'll be back on probably Tuesday again. So I'll see y'all soon. Stay up.
Peace.
Peace.